Hey guys, how's it going? It has been almost 5 months or 4 months since I last made a video, and I figured that was going to be the last one that I made. And I'm not coming back to make videos with the regularity that I used to. But today, over the last couple of weeks, I've been playing a lot more games, and I just figured I would just make a little update on what I've been doing with my life and talk about two games that I've been playing. The first one that I'll get into is the one that I was playing a lot more. I've slowed down, I guess, in my playing, but I was playing it, pretty decently for about a week or two. And that is Majin and the Forsaken Kingdom. It was like $8 or $9 on Amazon, so I figured I'd give it a shot. And I like it a lot. It's cool. It's basically I haven't played in a couple weeks, so I'm not exactly my memory is a little faded, but basically you play as a guy, I can't remember his name, and you save this big creature that's that was trapped, and basically it's just you have to, I guess, kind of save the world in a sense. If you follow my channel, you know I'm not too good with stories. But basically the combat is either hand to hand, or you can control this Majin or Majin. Um, and he can basically do the fighting for you. He takes out more enemies, go quicker, more enemies, I guess, in quantity and I guess in speed. He has magic. He just uses his strength and stuff like that. There's some puzzles you have to figure out. You basically use him to get from to different areas, unlock different parts of worlds and stuff like that. Not worlds, but areas of the land that you're at. So it's pretty cool. Like I said, I haven't. My interest kind of died down over the last, I guess, week. I haven't played in about a week. I think last Saturday was the last time I had played it. I was stuck at some part, and I kind of just had to shut it off for the day, and I haven't gone back to it yet. So I don't know if it's still on sale. Probably not, but pretty cool game. I like it. Not sure how much I'll play if it's still, but it's another thing. If you follow my channel over the last couple of years, you know that my interest, my attention with games wanes pretty quickly. But the other one, which I started playing yesterday, is Vanquish. I know these are two old games. I haven't bought anything in quite a while aside from these games, so no new ones. Actually, this was a trade. I traded Splinter Cell Conviction for this one. Um, the other one, like I said, it was $8 or $9. So this one I started playing yesterday, and it is awesome. This came out, I think, last year. I think 2011 or late 2010. It's fantastic. It's made by Sega, and it just has a very Japanese type feel. It feels like it's just nonstop action. It's a shooter, obviously, but it's just, I don't know. It's very over the top in the sense of just pure action and speed, and it feels like it's like an arcade shooter. You just constantly shooting at different targets and stuff like that. It's pretty awesome. It's unlike anything, most shooters that I've played, just for the speed. The story is, there's an evil Russian guy who's basically trying to take over the world or destroy the world, and it's your job to stop him. And I don't know, like I said, it's just so fast, and it's just so non-traditional. It's a cover-based shooter also. It's in the sense of like a Gears of War, but like I said, you just pick up these guns, and you just continuously shoot rounds into your enemies. They're all robots. There's some pretty cool. You can upgrade your weapons based on your success, and I guess the more you use a certain weapon, the quicker it upgrades. So it's just really cool. I'm sure most of you guys out there have played it. If not, I'm sure you can get this for dirt cheap now. I'm trying to see when this came out. I think it was probably late 2010. Yeah, I think so. I've seen 2010 on the box, so I think it was late 2010. I remember playing the demo and I really liked it, but then I never picked it up. But really cool. Graphics are pretty good. It kind of reminds me of like a Crisis in a sense of just the, I guess, the aesthetics of it, but just way more arcadey than Crisis. It's just run and gun, and it's a lot of fun. And there was something, oh, like another reason why it's kind of like non-traditional. I guess it's more old school in a sense. Once you come to the end of act, or like a little stage. Basically, you get a score at the end, and it's based on your speed and if you've died and your shooting percentage and stuff like that. So it's kind of like if you remember beating the end of like a Wolfenstein or like or Doom or something like that. Your stats come up at the end, and you don't really see that too often in shooters anymore. And it's just really cool. It's just a really fun, enjoyable game. So those are the two that I've been playing. Nothing else really. I've been playing some NHL 12 as well, but that's really it. I checked out the SSX demo and I liked it a lot. That'll be one I probably rent and give it a shot. I also played Twisted Metal, which was cool. I played that a little bit, just the single player. It feels like Twisted Metal, like it used to. I remember when I first got my PlayStation 1. I think it was probably in 1997. I remember that Christmas actually, which is weird. I got that. My parents got me a PlayStation 1 and they got me Twisted Metal 2 with it for whatever reason. I'm not really sure. And then I actually went out with my dad on Christmas Day and rented NHL 97. So I remember that it plays very well. The graphics are decent, but it's just a very fun game. I haven't played it online because I did rent it, so I didn't want to pay the $10 to just for rental. I may pick that up more on Game TZ than anything else. I've been using that site again. Um, I sold actually a couple of games on there for a pretty good amount. So I'm trying to think if anything else there was any other games that I rented. I don't believe so. I think that was basically it. But back to, I guess, giving you guys a little update on what's been going on with me. I think the last video I made was probably before Thanksgiving. I think it was November or maybe late October. I'm still working. I'm a full-time reporter at a newspaper by my house in my area. For those of you who don't know, who followed me throughout school, as my screensaver goes on, I was a journalism major in college, and I was able to find a job, so that's pretty cool. And everything else is basically the same with me. It's tough working 40 hours, 40 plus hours a week, but it's pretty rewarding, and it's cool to have a full-time job. I also got a new car. I don't know if I told you guys. I used to have a Mazda 3, and now I have a Volkswagen Rabbit. It's basically like a Jetta. It's a 2009. It's pretty cool. I got it back in November. I also picked up which I don't think I showed you guys as everything opens up. I got a new Xbox, the black 250. My old one, as I talk, I'm gonna throw this stuff back in here. My old one just basically kind of red ringed in a sense. I was playing it one day, and it just it just stopped working. It kind of sucked. It was I had that one for probably about 4 years, 4 or 5 years, and it really was pretty good for me. But then it died, and I just wanted a new one. I like the black. I like the new controller. It's a lot more quiet, and it's just it's a good machine. The new Xbox Live menu is pretty good. I haven't really navigated it too much, but yeah, that's it. I'm not gonna keep rambling. Again, I'm not sure how often I will be posting videos, if anything, and the bread and butter. I guess the most the I guess the majority of the content that I used to put out was games I had bought recently or recent pickups, whatever. Those aren't going to be coming along. I don't really buy video games too much anymore. If anything, I've been selling more games than buying. But if I trade something or buy something online, I actually just bought Killzone 3 on Game TZ for I think it was about $16 or $17. So really good deals. I always try and plug that site. Um, so that I'll probably give a little video for. I haven't really been, like I said, buying new games. I am gonna probably this week rent SSX if I can get a hold of it. I went last week, but it was sold out at my Blockbuster. So every now and then maybe I'll throw a video up online and keep you guys updated on what's been going on with me. Leave a comment if you've played either of these two games or you have any recommendations that I should check out. I've been kind of out of the game a little bit, so I haven't really been following what's been going on in the gaming industry. So thanks for watching, guys, and I hope that I will see some of the regular guys who've been following me along the way to comment on this video and let me know how they're doing. So thanks a lot, guys, and I will see you when I see you.